Greetings, children of the screen. Your friendly neighborhood nerds come here once again, taking a couple of minutes to speak to you guys about Tom King's Batman. Specifically, the news that we got today. The not so official from DC, but some pretty decent confirmation that Tom King's run on Batman is going to be coming to an end. Earlier than he had expected, because as you may or may not know, like Tom King, when he started on Batman, he was very vocal about the fact that he's going to be doing 100 issues. But that's not the case anymore, guys. Tom King's run on Batman is coming to an end, and that sucks. Why does that suck? Because it's coming at the end of the year as opposed to after this story arc. So that means we have to wait until 2020 to get a writer on Batman who maybe isn't going to totally screw him up. Now, mind you, again, if you want to hear more about my thoughts on Tom King's run on Batman in general, I have 3 videos where I covered from the beginning of Rebirth up to the wedding issue. Now, I had already dropped off before that for various reasons, which are talked about in those videos, but I decided to just cover it up until that point. I'm very unfamiliar with what's been going on in the book since then because, frankly, I haven't been reading it. Now, I've heard there's been some good issues and there's been some less good issues, and Tom King's been doing a lot of longer story arcs, which really is where his personal style seems to me to start falling apart and getting really sloppy. But yeah, I haven't been reading it. What can I say, guys? I know that he just brought back Thomas Wayne Batman from Flashpoint, which is weird because, like, I think at this point we might have seen Thomas Wayne Batman die as much as we've seen Bruce Wayne Batman die. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, like, for me, I've been reading Batman Beyond, and I've been reading Detective Comics, and they've also been putting out all these great little mini-series, like Batman the Max, and the Batman Ninja Turtles books, and all these other things. So I've been getting my Batman fix. I haven't really needed Tom King's Batman, but at the same time, right now, like, I work at a comic shop. I'm the comic book guy. I do the orders, and even at my store, which is a tiny little store where mostly what we sell is Batman, Superman, you know, X-Men, stuff like that, Wolverine, like very popular things that kind of people who even just have like a peripheral knowledge of comic books are kind of into. Like, even at our store right now, Immortal Hulk is outselling Tom King's Batman. And I've slowly watched, even the people who stuck on board longer than me, his run on Batman just slowly wear them down to the point where, like, they're finally like, yeah, dude, just take it off my pull list. Or, like, they'll leave it in their pull until they get, like, 2 to 3 months worth of Tom King's Batman, and then they're like, okay, I'm gonna buy those because I'm not gonna be a jerk, but after that, just take it off my list. Like, people are just so burnt out already that, like, I think people are gonna have trouble making it to the end of the year. You know, like, people want a big change, and again, luckily there's enough other books that if you're just a diehard Batman fan and need your diehard Batman fix, there are other good places to get it right now. But still, man, like, with his book, not just in my store, but nationwide, underselling to, like, the Immortal Hulk, which, don't get me wrong, Immortal Hulk is an awesome book, and it deserves to be outselling Batman right now. But that's kind of unheard of, that a Hulk book outsells the main Batman title. That's insanity, guys. So yeah, I think between all of, like, it was one thing whenever there was a very vocal outcrying from people who didn't like his work, but it's still making Batman numbers. But now you have all those people giving all that negative attention to it, and the numbers aren't as strong as they were before. And when you combine that with what's going on in Heroes in Crisis, and then, like, in Justice League, it seems like they're taking Batman into a place none of us really want him to go. And Tom King has recently said that he was about to institute something that would, like, change Batman in the eyes of a whole generation, you know, and stuff like that. And I think DC's really nervous about that, because Batman's one of their flagship characters. It's one of those characters that, like, no matter what, he sells. Whether the book's good, whether the book's bad, it has always just gotten pretty standard, like, solid numbers. And for the first time in a really long time, those numbers are waning hardcore. So, obviously Tom King has an exclusive contract with DC. He's going to keep doing other things. And I've also talked about Heroes in Crisis, so I'm not going to go into that here, although I will state that, yeah, I am going to have another video after Heroes in Crisis is over coming out talking about, like, the sidestep that I think Tom King could have done to have made that book really work, as opposed to being something that's very much hated by a lot of the hardcore fans. It could have been the next Watchmen if he had just gone this way with it. But yeah, let's just say that my feelings on Tom King's Batman in general are pretty well documented. So I will put the link for those 3 Batman videos of Tom King's Batman in the description if you guys want to check those out to get more of my insights on that. And you know what? Like, I might be checking out a few more issues just to see what's been going on now that people are going to be talking about it more. And since I work in the comic shop, it'd be good for me to be a little bit more directly knowledgeable about it. But yeah, I can't wait for the year to end so we can get someone new on Batman. And maybe they'll bring back like an old school writer or someone who had like a prolific run on the character. But it would also be nice to see them bring in somebody new who's never worked on the character, because then even if it's not like something that we're all really, really into and responding to, at least it'll be different than Tom King. It won't be someone that DC is like hailing as like, no, 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 he can do no wrong, until like it just comes and bites them in the ass. Like, it might be somebody new, it might be good, it might be bad, but either way, we're not going to be in for this long haul, this just like trudge, just this slog of Batman that we've been in with Tom King. And again, like, I feel bad saying that because the dude in a lot of ways is a really talented writer, but unfortunately, especially what he's been doing in Batman has not worked for me. But those are just my thoughts on it, guys. What do you think? Are you excited for the end of the year to see a new Batman writer come on? Are you like me and wish that it was happening at the end of this next storyline? Or have you been like loving Tom King's Batman and you're really sad to hear that he's going? I'm legitimately interested. Let me know down in the comments below. Right on, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good one. Nerd Scum, out.